Hey robot fans, welcome back to the build. Let's see if we can get this helmet on top of my big head today. Okay, like we mentioned last time, this helmet has an interior rim. I'm going to use a Dremel with a sanding bit just to see if I could sand this down to this corner here and just get rid of all of this interior stuff and maybe just this part of this lip, as much as I'm willing to sacrifice in terms of strength. And hopefully that'll be enough to fit it over my head. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to have to get a little X-Acto saw and cut the face off. Literally cut John Travolta style down here, up, over, and around, and then I can reattach it with magnets every time I wear it. I would basically just fit my whole head into the face area and then pop the face on top. Really, really, really don't want to have to do that. That is a last resort. No question. So let's hope it doesn't get to that, but we'll see what happens. Safety first, mask and goggles. There's no real secret here to what I'm doing. I just took the Dremel to the inside of that rim and tried to remove as much mass as I could while keeping the structure pretty sound. I don't know, man. As I'm doing this, I don't feel like I'm removing a whole lot of mass, and I'm worried that it's still not going to work, but there really wasn't too much that was needed, so hopefully I can get it to fit. Okay, moment of truth. Did it work? Dun, 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 dun. It worked! Oh my god! This is as far as I can get it on. So while it worked really well in getting my head through the neck hole, now these giant cheek inserts here, these little insets I should say, are getting caught on my brow area right above my eyes, my temples. I think if I gave it a really good push down, I can pop it on, but I don't want to do that. So let's take a look at the inside of the helmet and see if there's any room to do anything anywhere. Is this an intimidating clone trooper? Would you be intimidated by this? I don't think I would be. Okay, so here's the big cheek on the outside, and if we go right to the inside, you can see it's all this right here. So this is hitting my head as I push in, and obviously there's one on each side, so you can see right here and here there's these little bit of an obstacle for my head to get through. But then look past that, it's all open territory beyond there. I just need to get the biggest part of my head past there and make sure that on the bottom side, I don't think I'm going to get to the bottom of it, but on the bottom side I have to make sure that it's smooth coming back out so I don't get stuck inside. So I think based on the size of some of these drips from the resin that's in there, there seems to be a decent amount of material there for sanding. So I think the key here is going to be remove as much mass as I can and then get it absolutely as smooth as I can, since my face has to scrub past this. I think I'm going to have to put on some kind of clear coat at the end so I don't scratch up my face every time I put this thing on and off, but I think there's going to be enough room to sand off and really get my head in there, because it's close, and like I said, I can definitely push it on there, but I just don't want to get stuck. I can imagine my wife coming home finding my head stuck in this thing. I don't want to give her that kind of power, so I'm going to get to sanding on this. Yeah, I'm going to go back outside. This resin stuff is really dusty, so I'm not doing this inside. So okay, I just sanded out those cheeks all the way down to the white. You can see in that one spot there, it might have even gone too far. You can see the light coming through, but still holding up. The other side here, I sanded all the way through the black. And now I have a lot of resin built up inside of here. I'm gonna get my air gun and clean this thing out and then try it back on. Okay, back inside, I got everything cleaned out with my air gun, and I did a quick test fit upstairs, and I did not get it past the point that it was previously. However, I think I can. So my thinking now is, if I'm gonna get my head stuck in this thing, I might as well do it on camera and get some YouTube views out of it. So here we go, we're gonna put this thing on for real. All right, let's do this. It's on. It is on. Yes. Okay. Now I can finally do the thing that I wanted to do before. Pew 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 pew. Okay. Now here comes the hard part. Am I going to be able to get this thing off of my head? I do not know. So here we go. Wow. Okay, I thought I was stuck for a second there, but it kind of slid off towards the end. So that's actually really reassuring. I think this is It's a lot tighter than I want it to be, but I think it's good. I think it'll be a lot better when I get this eye area cut out so I can actually see out of the helmet and it's not just this encapsulating helmet of darkness. Great. Mischief managed for this episode, I think. Next time I will do the cutting out of these eye holes and the cutting out of these little grates here. And I think that'll be good, but success. I have the helmet on my big head, and I truly and honestly did not think that was going to happen. So great, I don't have to cut the face off. All right, see you next time. But first, here's the progression so far. Now we have 2 successful images on this progression, and hopefully this will just keep getting better and better. All right, see you later.